Hey peeps. I've had a few of you send some interesting messages to me recently about journaling. And so I thought in this video today, we would talk a little bit about journaling. I have done many videos on the channel over the years when it comes to journaling, which I think is why I'm always a little surprised when someone reaches out, because I don't often know how much more I can say than what I've already said. But I want you to consider this video kind of like a bullet point edition of journaling, especially if you're new to journaling and you feel uncomfortable and insecure or unsure about how to go about engaging in the practice. The first thing I want to say is that there isn't a wrong way to journal. It's a personal experience and practice, and it should be completely unique unto you. So how I journal is not necessarily how you're going to journal, and that's okay. You want to work with journaling as a personal practice to help understand and get to know yourself better, and to allow you to process, right? Thoughts, feelings, emotions, experiences, shadow work, card work, spiritual path work, and your earth path, right? So journals are beautiful ways to just freely share, get it out, whether it's through the written word, whether it's through drawing or painting or collage work. The journal is your sacrosanct, safe space to be yourself and to get to know yourself. So the first thing I want you to do is take any ideas off the table of, I have to do it a certain way in order for it to be right. That's a very perhaps Western way of looking at this practice. There isn't a right or a wrong way to do it. The other thing that I would encourage you to sit with is, what are your goals in journaling? Are you looking to understand yourself more? Are you looking to process something? Are you looking to have a more balanced daily experience in your life through giving yourself some time when you start your day to process emotions, so that you're able to be clearer when it comes to your interactions throughout your day, take things less personally, be more grounded? That's one of the main ways that I use journaling personally. I start every day journaling, and I find it to be an essential part of my practice. Most importantly, because it helps me to process my emotions in the morning so that I don't take things personally throughout the day, and I can understand where I am at on the medicine wheel as I maneuver through daily life. So for me, it's an important way to understand where I am, how I feel, and what I need to offer myself for nurturing, intention, and understanding, so that I can show up in a better way for the people that I love in my life. The other thing I would say is you want to get a journal that you love and enjoy. You should feel a little sense of excitement to open up your journal, and that's unique, again, to each of us. So I like these German Lecterm journals, which I'll put a link to down below because I know some of you will ask. I love the size of these. I love the graph paper that I can write in. I like that it's comfortable but not too big. I can fill it with words, and then I can add artwork in when and where I want to. And I love that the binding and the cover is free space, so that I can very easily tape pictures and stickers and anything else that I'm currently feeling like I'm working with or working through on the journal itself. So I feel like each journal is unique and has very special artwork on it, and feels very much, again, I'll use the word unique unto itself, I would say. Here's the backing to this one. So I like to be able to personalize my journals. Maybe you love a composition notebook, right? Maybe that's your sweet spot and that's what you would like to use. Maybe you like a hardcover journal. Maybe you like a soft cover journal. Like, explore, get playful with that, have fun with that, because you want to be excited to open this up. You want to easily be able to carry it around with you. So if you're, going on an adventure or something, you want to document things, or you're going away on vacation, you can carry it with you, bring it with you, take some time to journal and to sit in self-reflection. I think freedom in regards to the modality you use in your journal is wonderful. So maybe it's predominantly writing, maybe it's collage work, maybe it's painting, maybe it's drawing. Feel free to tap into any aspect of creativity and craft and art to tell yourself the story of yourself, because really through journaling, you're telling yourself your own story. The other thing I think is important is that you're able to keep the journal private, you know, unless maybe you're going through a workshop experience and you're sharing some of your journal notes with a teacher or something like that. Other than that, make sure that your journals are able to be just yours so that you don't have to worry about punctuation, grammar, and if someone else is reading it, what they're going to think. The journal is not about that. The journal is for you and it's about you. So make sure that you're able to store it in a safe place, keep it private, and give yourself the permission to be able to be really honest with yourself, because it is just for you. It's not something that someone else is going through and critiquing or, you know, trying to figure something out about you with. You know what I mean? The other thing I would say is if you're looking to start with journaling and you're like, I don't know how to start by asking yourself questions. And you can do that with tarot spreads. Find a tarot spread you like online. You know, write that down, document in your journal the tarot spread, and write underneath each card position what's come up for you emotionally. Then take some of those questions and shift them gently into daily journal prompts. How am I feeling today? What does it mean that I keep seeing the water element in my card work this week? These are just some examples. But give yourself prompts, ask yourself questions, and then answer them. Kind of interview yourself, if you will, to start. If you're working with a different modality, pick a theme that's based on an emotion you're currently experiencing or something you're trying to understand about yourself, and allow yourself to tell that story through the art. It's really about getting to know yourself. It should be an intuitive practice so that it can keep growing and evolving with you over the years. You don't want to be so rigid that you can't enjoy it either. And that's my final piece of advice here. Working with your journal and coming to understand yourself in this way should be an enjoyable practice. Sometimes, you know, there'll be moments when you want to slack off and be lazy, but for the most part, you should want to go to the journal, want to write it out, want to share, and feel excited, if a little bit nervous, to do that. You'll know you're on the right track and you found the right questions to ask yourself and the right tarot spreads to work with and the right way of sharing when you have that feeling like, I just woke up, it's time to go to my journal, or my day's just winding down, it's time for me to journal now. It's a little bit of me time. It's like a little oasis in the day for you to just be with yourself and tell yourself your own story instead of everybody else's stories or everybody else's interpretation of your actions, right? Journaling will help you solidify, clarify, condense, understand, and hold space for yourself. So I'm not going to give you a set of questions to ask yourself when journaling. Just opening the journal and starting to write, you will find that you find your way to your perfect process when it comes to journaling. And like I said, if you get stuck and you're really nervous and you want some help, then I would encourage you to look at tarot spread questions that you enjoy doing and shift some of the verbiage and wording within those questions so that you can answer those questions in your journal as you're getting comfortable with writing how you feel. Another thing that I do that I love to do is daily draws, and I write down my daily draws in my journal. I write down how I connect with the card, what the guidebook meaning is, how I feel as I'm maneuvering through the day with the energy of that card, and how I think or have seen things play out while I work with the energy of that card. So daily draws can be an excellent way to get yourself going here, to get the muscle working when it comes to journaling. Draw a tarot card, write how it makes you feel. Include the guidebook meaning if you would like, and then write and actually document for yourself intuitively how you interact with that card. That's a way of both journaling and building a practice with tarot or oracle in a way that's really satisfying and fulfilling. So for those of you who have been asking, how do I get started? What do I do? What questions do I ask myself? This is really what I have for advice for you. Just go for it. Just get started. And you will find that you're going to have some trial and error and some playfulness within what works, what doesn't work. But then once you get into it, you'll find your sweet spot. You'll find your stride. And it's going to feel fulfilling, exciting, and a little bit sometimes uncomfortable. And that lets you know you're on the right track. So I hope you found this video helpful if you're feeling stuck with journaling. I am sending you all, as always, much love and many blessings. I'll see you in the next video.